Hello, my last here. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, I'm gonna start the video from here. The Hollywood animal covers a large part of the 20th century and portrays many features of the film industry, society as a whole, among them manifestations of discrimination, intolerance, various forms of violence. We believe to be ignorant and suppress these matters, no matter how terrible and unfair they may seem, to pretend as if they never existed. So, that is, I will give this warning at the beginning. There is the very flavorful words in this game. I will not say them, but they will be on screen. They will exist. The people that are pretty bad will also exist. It looks like my saves are borked because of the new update, and that's why I'm coming back to check out this game. I think I'm gonna go with the no interruptions. I need to check. Yeah, oh yeah, the sound balance it got fucked. There we go. I do like the opening of that, but like, this is time to come back. Fragile as this glass is, the state of my own heart, when the truth does come on out. A detective thriller. I do like starting with the messenger diff. I might just start with more money. This early game can be pretty brutal. It's not like I'm getting any difficult bump. The only difficulty bump is just fun. I don't even think it's gonna be worried like that much worse. Mm. Amongst the thorns, yeah. I could also joke that I'm getting a healthy investment from H-Man before he even comes to power. Because it's one of those, why not take all of the funds? Because they're funds. They help. It's one of those, I'm more of abusing the state just taking as much money as physically possible. And I'm just going to turn on them the second that it is no longer convenient. Services department. Alone. Get the mid-legal protections. Get the... I'm really happy they removed all the... Oh, you can't even get this yet. Because that makes it look so much nicer. Arm upgrade, get the repair crew, because I think I will... Get the scriptwriter's office. I'm going to put it right here. Use Luxa Constructions, because we can just repair it later. Production. Get the pre-production. Now we go over here in the back, or we're gonna put it over here. Get security. A producer's office. Then get an engineering office. You better a little money from some people. See what good guys. They're honest eyes, great judge of people. But some annoying jerk is following me around demanding I pay off the debt. I returned the whole sum today, but I need a little time to recoup. You know what they say. You might be strong, but the cards are always stronger. all that nonsense. By the way, I'll show those cards who's boss, so can you let me go for a couple months while I sort this mess out? Sure, I'm not currently using you anyway. Bobby Martin, the star of Shining Blade, the military man, has appeared in the Western Wave radio show review. Some actor statements being called scandalous. Listen, I don't make up the ratings. You've seen them for yourself. In every poll, Joe Duvall in first place. I'm in second place. And it's been like that for years. Now that Duvall's dead, I'm the one on top. What should I be upset about? I'm not saying I'm happy he died, but sad either. I'm number one now. Why should I be sad about that? Hmm. You'll hire Thomas Doyle. Immediately, we need to, because I kind of didn't realize this until way later. Well, I kind of need this. I will spend 100 grand to speed that up, even though it's a couple days only. I'm going to work on sets this run a lot more. It turns out sets are a hell of a lot cheaper and a hell of a lot quicker. Linda Globe. The legendary Linda Globe is back in the saddle nearly. Or nearly. Yeah. Honey, I know you expected me to start a new film right away, but getting used to talking longer than I expected. You gotta understand, a bird that used to flying in the clouds can't dive down to the bottom of the ocean. Well, little preparation first. Doing speech exercises with masters of the stage, searching out my vocal cords, drinking egg cocktails, getting that velvety voice in the morning. You can already notice a difference. That's right, honey. Please, I'm begging you. I'm really begging you. Give me 3 more months. Get ready for my first talking role. You'll see. Patience will pay off. Of course. This is one of those things, like, I'm not gonna be demanding of an actor if they're like, oh, I need time to, like, improve myself. I'm like, go ahead. Do it. Be better. Steve Stinger, yeah, you get in for production. Because the first thing I immediately want to do is try to get to Soundstage 4 as fast as possible. Although secondary auxiliary crew is such a nice thing, but I do want to speed up this as quickly as possible. Linda Globe is coming back out of retirement, or I actually heard was she never retired at all, just went off to work on her voice and steal even more roles from us. It's too much for her. It's too much to hope for that greedy bitch that the greedy bitch did finally retire. There's gotta be an ounce of justice in the business. I'll take that in consideration. Technically, I could level you up until 3 and then get a double into that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. fuck, I don't have anyone actually good for this role. I'll just hire the new guy at level 1. So I don't want to have to be using influence. Influence at the start's really fucking hard to get. Thriller, detective, romance. Or we could do thriller action. We'll do romance. I'll get the story workshop so I can make my own stories. I'll get you because you're cheaper. They constantly keeping Symphony Villa so creepy you could faint anyone who watches a film of dreams about the knife seen for a long time. You might find it difficult to sit through the brutal film, but Joe Duvall's triumph role rewards the effort. His death is a tragedy to every woman. Exciting detective story's title mirrors with the tragedy fate of the film star. Could this really just be a coincidence? A fascinating farewell from the real actor's actor. It's a tragedy that the film title would turn out to be so pathetic. For a beloved Joy Duvall. Defensive operations. You're better because you're at level 2 and you're gonna get leveled up. Eventually you get 20%. So engineering team. Go unlock the film technology. Yeah, with the script department, you can have them try to write some scripts. You also hire some more script writers. Edward Fletcher is reasonably cheap, considerably. He's an addict and arrogant. I can get him. Other than that, there's not really many other good people. I could try to take a couple of these young guns that have no experience yet and see if they actually are diamonds or not. Mm. Well, which one is it? Is it pre-production? It's down stage 2. It will take 170 days. I could just hold off on filmmaking for a while. Mm. Oh yeah, can I hire security agents? I love how we did dip down to like 20% seating, but we're #1 in the charts. I don't think continuing it next week is a good idea, because it's probably going to drop really hard because they've uh, I'm pouring over the pile of documents we inherited, and we came across something rather interesting. It turns out the previous studio promised the late Joy Duvall 20% of the box office for the film The Message to Death. It seems the addition was added last minute. It was introduced as a amendment to the main contract just a few days before his death. That's suspicious as fuck. No one even warned us about it. So I'm wondering if, like, someone conspired to bump it off for money. Apparently, Joey, the Duo family doesn't even know about it. What's the difference should it make to them? Over his 5-year career, the guy started 8 hits, and his inheritance should be enough for several generations that it's ever would anyway. Of course, the only people Joey Duvall's of is his drunk father and his 2 aunts. The box office is substantial. The percentage we owe him is $800,000. Should we contact his relatives and tell them they can start looking for another beachfront villa? That is kind of sad that he didn't seem to have an actual family to like pass on his wealth to. Just people that seem to be using his wealth. Um. Well, if the family doesn't, because the first time I was like, okay, someone's gonna rat and just like hand it off to them. That is a really weird thing. So I'm wondering if Duval's death was very much intentional, either by him or by somebody else, to bump up ratings for the movie. But yeah, this time I'm gonna be a little bit of a bastard and be like, okay, this conversation never happened. If they don't know about it, and we're the only ones that know, and the only other man that knew is the dead man, and none of the former staff that owned this place are working here that would have known. Sometimes you have crossed the line. Matter legality, morality, secrecy, discretion are key. The more terrible the secret, the greater the consequence if the truth comes out. People like to talk, so your secrets will come out any time. The skill show the property, they'll be leaked. Simply bide your time until the secret is forgotten. The risk falls to zero, or you consent and trust this matter to a gentleman of the CU department. Which I'm going to assign. I do love how even there's no difference between a tier 3 agent and a tier 1 agent, but I will assign a tier 3 agent to see if I can get him to reduce the secret. But what is our employees? Can I see them? Oh, Philip Strap? Look at here. You're hired. Same with you, Edwin Globe. The cinematographers are hard to come, or editors are hard to come by. They're usually never good enough. I will hire a spare editor just in case I need it, and also to test out if they have better ability. Why are you so cheap? 'Cause I will pick you up. actually pick up Eugene for a sub-renewal contract. I'll pick up a cinematographer. That's probably gonna be better. The fuck? Fill the vocal cords strictly by timbre is developing. I'm honing my dictation. Soon I'll be a star of the stage as well as the screen. Professional growth takes time because you give me another 2 months to complete my training. I kind of think around. You could take all the time you want. You got the set, my skills will blow you away. Sure, take 2 more months. Influential French magazine La Du Regard is holding semi-secret party in Los Angeles at the end of the month. They'll say they're preparing to break a big story about American cinema. Apparently, their editor-in-chief is fascinated by Hollywood. This would be a great chance for a studio to make a name for itself. Unfortunately, it's an A-list actor at the event. Nice if we had someone like that. You just suggesting you've been to the for the frogs? Don't be ridiculous. Great idea, but every month we'll assign someone suitable. Hey. The romance thriller. Set in a Wild West. Don't expect a good result if you extreme mark just to write a story about a cowboy or about a detective. The good movies are more sophisticated. Everything is in the place, secondary character themes, events, meaningful ending. More develop the story, the higher potential, but to write a truly complex synopsis takes a large amount of story elements. You need to develop the script department. We're gonna get a cowboy. We're gonna get a murderer. Female. We're gonna get a love interest. Ooh, ancient puzzle. That's a new one. A love triangle. I guess it could be like revealed. Oh. Brain cannot spell right now. Lub. Our actual writer for romance is going to take a little bit. I want to wait for the scripts to finish up anyway. The little balls. The script is other garbage. Send it to the garbage bin. Call from Ed Miller, journalist, Washington Tribune. He says he loved our first film and wants to honor us tour. Want us to honor him with a tour of the studio. I'm no idiot, of course. Miller doesn't write about movies. He's an investigative journalist. Actually, a cement plant in Santa Barbara was closed after one of his articles published. And for the record, the cement they made was there was excellent. One of the 10 best in the state. I don't know what this asshole hopes to find out, but he likes to pluck colorful facts out of the air. Fortunately, he likes beautiful women even more. Let's choose a young actress this week. Someone loyal, not too talkative. But if you can show Miller around the studio and drink champagne with him, charm him with her charm, we'll have him melting. No, I will pick up the freelance department. Damn it, I hate when it continues like this. Fucking... I kinda spaced out. What day is that? Is that October 6th? Okay, I just have to load. It's like, oh, there's a fucking problem with this game with it, like, auto wanting to run. I kind of spaced out that one objective, I will not lie. But, like, I'm literally hitting pause and it's doing the pop-up and it's like, okay, I accept. Okay, we'll run it back speed. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? The first one was me just spacing out because I was thinking of everything else to deal with. You're gonna send me a little bit far back because I have to rebuild the fucking producer's office, but it isn't like it's gonna change that much. What's going to happen? You know what? You know how much it's not gonna change. Okay, I'm just gonna be right back. All right, we're back again. What? All right, so you explode. Oh yeah, casting office is built in 16 days. And develop new story element. And then we end distribution. Conversation never happened. Your best security agent on that. Hmm. Who you, Pamela Fox? You are a decent star that I can get for pretty fucking cheap. Take you 2 more months. Must have promising talent or rising star. I'm actually gonna get you because you are actually pretty good at acting. And you're available, you don't want that much. I have to restart the entire scheme. I'm not gonna wait years. I should check about producers. What do I currently have for producers? Two nobodies. I think the more cost-effective thing would be just a sign for movies because that's on them to provide for themselves. The party was a great success. Integrate that pain, sure, as brightly as other stars, shone as brightly as other stars. Maybe our competition will stop looking down on us. The script is still utter garbage. God damn it, none of them have money spenders. I'm not gonna offer just medical insurance. Which I have run the math. Most of the time, it is utterly cheap to just offer a service. Yeah, I'm working on gifts first because I don't have the ability to just, you know, do the thing. Oh, who are you married? You're married. You're married. You're married. Give her 15 grand to seduce the journalists, or at least make it where you can't pay attention. Jane Fisher was marvelous. At midday, Eddie Miller was dead drunk and fell asleep in the main office bathroom. He had to force the door and carry his half-dead body home to his wife. She was so grateful that she treated our guys to apple pie, looks like we're in good standing with the Miller family. An investigation published by Los Angeles Tribune, journalist Ed Miller delves into connections between bootleggers in Hollywood. According to Miller, some film studios launder alcohol money through their cinema chains. The writer doesn't provide any hard facts, instead makes do with implications and circumstantial evidence. The only studio in Miller's opinion that definitely not involved in the schemes is Lost Galaxy. This young, ambitious film company, well, such activities, their goal, he wrote, is to elevate American culture, earn money through honest work. There's gonna be a lot of honest things in the future. You know Bobby Martin, right? He's a real peacock, smug, big mouth. Public adores him, and he adores the public. And heroin happened to be at the party at Malibu the other day, and purely by coincidence, of course, I turned around to see Bobby finishing 3 ampoules. Then he started complaining how rarely he gets to relax like this. No one really understands or appreciates him. I was thinking, why don't we just come out and offer him some of the damn heroin? It's a friendly gesture. We show him how we understand everyone, especially in this crazy industry. Has the right to their own particular needs. You don't judge anyone. We're making movies. Bobby is the last year in his contract with Evergreen. Rumor that he's going to renew, but we showed him some real special attention. Bobby would bear it in mind. I don't care how popular or talented he is. Let him stay at Evergreen. Yeah, let the drug addict stay at Evergreen. I attempt to avoid drug addicts because they do cause problems without the line. I don't care how popular talent is. Let him stay at Evergreen. If he retires. I can make my own actors, or at least find some. Rolling Thunder. I will keep the project, but it's going to be shelved, and now it's time to actually write a movie. Well, in 5 days. I'm gonna remake that one movie. My brain is like not is saying that it's not right. That's not the right spelling, but it is the right spelling. It's just how the fucking texture looks, what the text looks. How many days until I get the next? It's 27 days, so I will hold off for 27 days to get the next bump up. Ready to shine, feel empowered, inspired, creative. I'm at the same old Lindergold we used to know, always squeaking like a gray mouse. Now I can roar like a lion. My old achievements are just a prologue, a backstory, a path to shower of my glory. Lord Grove has turned the big screen to regain her former glory, or at least that's what she seriously is hoping for. $1 million. All right, now please launder money into the hidden illegal funds reserve. Alright, so risk naturally lowered, but we're just gonna keep an agent trying to deal with it. Now we're gonna work in sets and props. Oh yeah, I forgot I could send all those other smaller writers to look for new writing angles. Romance thriller. A little bit more romance than thriller. We do the Wild West. Protagonist, cowboy. Antagonist, murderer. She'll be a female. Get a love interest. The love triangle will get a antagonist gets punished. And we will get a female fatale. We could do a mentor figure. I'm still waiting for that soundstage anyway. Do enhanced protection. Oh, I need that technical office. What am I doing? Made by Lux Production Construction. And then, big thing to protect employees with. Kidnapping, murder, beatings, compromising information, illegal tendencies. I will do secret keeping. The secrets are probably a more damning thing. That is 900 days. It also sounds like a money sink, so I'm gonna hold off on that. We'll get the Linder 40 50 cash strength. Scott Mull age for half century. First filled loose slurry cast bottle at 50% or 56.6% alcohol, never chilled, chill filter or colored. The better truly appreciate true genius of a master distiller. We'll get doing that nonetheless. Well, at least she's just unsuccessful, not like fucking failure. I want you to summon me some gifts, please. I would like 100 watches, please. I want to shower people with watches. There is no new technologies available, but it will allow us to get new technologies whenever we need to. Remember, some of our competitors have no qualms at moral boundaries. If you let your guard down, then one of our brighter talents might be staying at gunpoint. Take a look at the security department, assign security guards to our employees. Who's our best actor? You are. I literally am just starting the Pinkertons or something. It's a defense agency. Hire a bunch of these brand new agents. I need to throw out defenses across all of my employees because I'm not taking the risk. Protect that guy. Oh yeah, I didn't hire the new directors. Did they get snapped up? It looks like the really good ones got snapped up, but there are still pretty good ones here. I'll snap up at least 2. The main game is backups. Plus it denies talent to the other rivals. Yeah, I'm picking you up. Even though I won't be doing that for a while, I'm picking you up to deny you go from anyone else. Alright, now I need to find someone good at sound staging, which... Okay, I got... Never mind, I don't want you. I want... Modest. I want you, Mr. I'm good at level 4 sound staging. Get in here. No, I'm just gonna hire the entire security market. Oh yeah. Oh wait. No, yeah, I was right. There's not really that many good editors, from what I remember. But I did grab two good composers for the start. Alright, now it's time to grab the freelance artists. There's a really good chance that the agent could just finish it out himself. I will go to line production office because I can get a couple other technologies slash buildings. Soundstage level 2. I don't want that near the... You know what? I'll put it near the services. Your ratings are higher than the writer's score because of how well the story elements fit together. Wild West Cowboy, Romance, Love Interest, Thriller, Murder, Cowboy Murder, Love Interest, Love Triangle. Cinematographer. Well, we could get the new guy. Start trading him up. Took the family to see your latest movie last night. Got to tell you, it was a lovely evening. Can't remember the last time my wife and daughter laughed so much. It was like going to an amusement park, but only took 2 hours instead of 6. Of course, that's every man's number one job to keep women and children happy, wouldn't you say? My daughter sure thinks so. Never stops reminding Dad, you promised to make me happy. I'll be happy if I can become an actress. I swear, she's been talking about it ever since she was 8. She's already 19. I used to say I don't have those kind of connections, but now I'm the mayor. I can't brush her off so easy. What kind of mayor would I be anyway if I can't make my own Wendy happy? Anyway, I'm asking you to put her into one of your movies. She's a clever girl, just like her pop. I tell her where to stand. You can tell her where to stand and what to say. Whatever you do, she'll handle everything beautifully. Just make sure she keeps decent, nothing dirty. Won't have anything against it. It's business against it, but business. Keep my princess. But there's a It's just, this is my little princess, you know? Uh, top side, winning co-star must be at 5 stars. I'll give her a role alongside the top side after film will be released in 1 year. But when what you said, she didn't believe me. Frankly, I can't believe it. I believe it myself. Oh, she is so terrible. Alright, we're gonna use Dirty Love. As the... Because I'm not gonna have time to do another script. Unless it's just a shit tier scripts. Have you heard of Wandering Malcolm? God knows what his real name is. Everyone just calls him Wandering Malcolm. For 4 years straight, he's been knocking on every door of the film studio he can find. Script under his arm. He's an odd one. Someone real nosy. Even a little scary. Sometimes he calms down. It's all sad, sitting smoking by the side of the road. He refused to submit his script for consideration, or even share the synopsis. He says he's afraid if someone will steal his brilliant ideas. He only agreed to sell it for $1,000 cash money advance. This morning, he literally jumped on top of the car at Rev Work. I even managed to get a look at the title page of his script, Rotten Fates. While the madman was scrambling around my windshield, I was about to call security, but then I thought, what the hell? Maybe today we'll take a risk. He can't write anything worse than a regular studio parasites. There's always a risk in this business. Which he gives you an amazing fucking script. We'll shelve this. So you got the hang of this business real quick. Don't worry, kid. I don't bite unless, of course, you count the time we were filming The Hungry Vulture. But first of all, it was Bo Quincy directing, a exquisite dragus. I don't have to tell you how it is. Second, it was just one figure, not three. I paid the papers to embellish the story, for just for the hoot. And the third, they sewed Quincy's finger back on, and he was fine. But why are we talking about me? Let's talk about you, the new king of the movie jungle, Lion Shark. Just about time for me to retire. You think I can't compete with stallions like you? So, how do you like the industry, kid? Anybody giving you any trouble? If you have any trouble, if you have a problem with anyone, don't be shy. Talk to me. Uncle Arthur can help sort everything out. Got me, kid? Thank you, Mr. Christian. I think I got it. Your price of Vin Pascal, Parazola Company, a dozen other companies fallen by 30% at the end of trading at the New York Stock Exchange in a single day. Panicked investors sold 13 million securities. Financial analysts predict the collapse of the American economy. Vivid violence. Every squirt of blood, broken bones, skull-shattering bullet is depicted as physical detail to be savored by all its glory. Generous profanity. Characters aren't shy when it comes to expressing themselves with colorful language. They speak like ordinary people, direct, vividly, without any rightly embellishments. There we go. Sound stage 1. Alright, it's time to get the first pre-production together. Soundstage 1. Oh, we need sets and props for that. Fuck. So I waited all that time to build that really good soundstage where I can't even fucking use it. Duplar, the Sona, get 100, 11 to 50 extras. Get plenty of crew. Get the producer. I can get the other guy. Get the director. Now, I believe it was like the youngest guys you want to cast. Pod West. The murderer will be Linda Globe. These are oldest. The mentor figure will be Gabriel Bobowski. And the love interest will be Wendy Carpenter. I'm sorry, I'm still an artist. I'm not monkey read lines for the camera command. Rush needs to be creative support professionals of the scene. I'm not acting really Carpenter. I don't. I'm sure I can pay you the fuck off. I only had to pay off one person. Everyone doesn't care. I need to read another script. What am I doing? A as a working title. Romance. Drama thriller. Set in a modern American city. Make it a cop. We're gonna get a female serial killer. A damsel in distress, femme fatale. A shootout. Get the antagonist is killed. The love triangle. I need to make this a detective. A romance detective movie. A romance drama detective. Okay, get rid of the drama. That's a little bit too much. The bloody ring. Alright, what writers do I have available? I have Felix Shield. We can work on just a detective movie. Okay. Detective, action thriller. Set in modern American city. The protagonist, a cop. Actually, no, it's a detective. Do I want to be daring? I'm a female detective. No, let's not be daring yet. Criminal mastermind. The angry boss. If the antagonist dies. Shootout. Vivid violence. Serious profanity. Actually, let's switch that to murderer. Serial killer. This will just be an all-bell cast. Wait, why is this one bloody ring? Big city. Damn. Actually, big city shooter. Shooter! Hmm. It's 26 days. Alright. Next, production. At $53,000. Doll hairs. Alright, so the actors, the directors, all of that did pretty well. Even with working with Cindy Carpenter. Or not Cindy, Wendy Carpenter. Production phase time. I can't modify anything yet, because that's just not how that works. Take a total of 76 days of work. Can I hire new security teams? Just delay. They're claiming to sign an agreement on their services next year. Refuse the deadline. They threaten to go to court. Happy agreement longer there. It's difficult to judge its authenticity. Let's honor there's an agreement. Let's honor it. And I'm only doing this to buy time, not actually doing this to honor their agreement because I've already built everything. Now I would have to essentially launder money to not do the lawsuit. Anyway, I need more security personnel. Can I? Here's just one random guy off the street. Yeah, let's go. I just want security for the movie production. Marker now progress. According to plan, marker if you're behind schedule, you can do 4 more days than planned with only additional expense. Wait, let me check the movie. Okay, yeah, the protagonist is 6 stars, so it's yep, that will honestly do it. Demonstration for women's rights was held outside the California District Court. David Gutman attacked the protesters, splashing several girls with paint, shouting filthy insults. Others was being covered by pack journalists who ate the scandal up. Are you my actor? Because if you're my actor, you get fucking fired. Can I fire you? Is that a thing? How do I fire you? Fucking idiot. Causing scandals. At least you're a part of the movie. One single night in Detroit, 105 people died of alcohol poisoning. Among the deceased was the renowned actor Dale Bailey. Ooh. I think I have him hired. I'm not sure. I can't check right now. Actually, I don't think I have him hired. The media blaming the management of the Blockster plant for the incidents. They're taking mixing poison into the industrial alcohol to combat theft of the solvents. The editor of the Bolt newspaper believed the poison alcohol somehow found its way underground bars in Los Angeles as well. Director Homer Gibson commented on the incidents of Fun Times magazine. The death of my friend and colleague, I asked you to blame the idiot congressman who voted for prohibition. I'd like to hear what they say when something like this happens to one of their children. Is that one of my directors? Because I usually hire that man. So I remember his portrait. No. Alright. I can't even really... Practicality. Or we'll speed up the camper's practicality. I get a problem. Then go by a cat set, and then the thing ran away, and now Linda's crying non-stop. Can't vote for the role. Oh, fine. Look for her fucking cat. Next thing I want to get is the printing shop. My god, that will save me so much money. Then we got the theater manager. I didn't make any money this year, so I didn't have to pay taxes. Yippee! Well, we got monthly student expenses of 250K. Yeah, our finances are going down. We got the box office spot due to that one movie that we started with. Critical acclaim. All the influence, Lexio. The second day in a row, I can't contact my dealer. Tomorrow, I'll find a new one. But right now, without cocaine, I can't concentrate on my work and everything. Just seems life and dull and lifeless. Can you help me? I can't help you because I don't keep drugs on me, my guy. You imagine we can buy and sell cinemas, clear path to independence and financial stability. The wider our network of cinemas, the fewer means we'll have to rent from outside sources. Plus, no one will be able to steal our own cinemas from out our nose right before the important premiere. But remember, servicing a huge cinema network is not cheap. So don't buy more than we really need. Which I will buy more than I really need because it will deny, you know, the ability to anyone to show their movies. I could spend 3 million. Enthusiastic newbies. That's the 11 is about to wrap up. There's just one last big kiss scene with our Carly scene on a collapsing bridge left to film. It's dangerous stunt, very complicated. We're using Sergio. The handyman for a stunt double. Sergio is brilliant, but well, you know, they call him that. Why they call him the handyman, right? Usually, no big deal. It's a show business here after all. But he's going to be playing the same with Wendy Carpenter, and recall you promised to marry, keep all her girl shots clean. We can't rewrite the scene. The whole film leads up to it. We're talking about the climax of the picture. We can't film the stunt without Wendy. She's in the close-up the whole time, so I asked around. Only stuntman besides Sergio who can handle the stunt like this. Currently filming in France. Won't be able to available for a month. Chose a ridiculous price. What should we do? Talk to Sergio, of course, but we've been through this before. He nods his head and he just can't help himself. Better not take any risk. Get the replacement done, man. Bureaucrat, let's go. Candle. For the word of the Lord and the wretched darkness fallen America. The sword of Christ, Christians against debauchery. A pirate. Eh. Romance, thriller, adventure. Tropical Island. Daring adventurer. Boarding cast of female fatale. Love interest. Love triangle. A ridiculous situation, exaggerated reactions, cream cakes fly through the air, several. Treasure hunt. Find the treasure. Love gold. As I spell it wrong. Eh. A detective action movie. Starring in a modern modern medieval. Starring a modern American city with a cop versus a criminal mastermind. There's a female fatale. There's a angry boss. The protagonist gets punished. Shootout. There's vivid violence. It's not a gang. Mobs. What mobs? Big day. Also, I could start a new project right now. I do need an influx of cash pretty soon, so I will do the Rotten Fates movie. Photographer. Bunch of extra, plenty of crew. We'll actually have our big name director on this. We'll have a good cinematographer as well. We'll get Payne, hopeless romantic. Peter Harris as the love interest and the rival of Pout Fox. I could also start on a whole another movie as well once the shooting gets done for Dirty Love. At his niece Westing, Lee stood up in congratulation for newlyweds with a quote from Romeo and Juliet. The actor recites the line, "Oh, speak again, bright angel, thou art the glorious winged messenger of the heavens." Someone happened to yawn, seeing Lee Ignite flew into rage. Might work out. God damn it. Oof! Dropped to 3.4. Wendy Carver probably did not fucking help. Let's see if we can salvage this movie in post-production. Get our best composer on this film. Work in-house. Now we can start production on the next movie. Big City Shooter. We'll get that guy to work on it. We need to level him up. Duplar, that. Producer will be Vincent Wood. Our director. Wait, didn't you just cause a scandal? I'll hire you for 3 years, but give you better hold shirts and then pay you the rest. The detective, Wild West, Angry Boss of Gabriel Radsky. Get the serial killer. Actually, no, we're gonna have the boss. I don't want to hire any actors. Robert Edward Peterson, the role. Don't put the role of Lebowski as the serial killer. Recently, I've been hearing cinemas show the characters uh, uh, so it's approaching the European model. A few years ago, I laughed at the thought, but today, I do agree. Portrayal of the characters, the nuances of conflict, the attention to detail, even sophisticated cinephiles such as myself has to admit, we're seeing progress, and I have little doubt. Something has to do. I have little doubt this has to do something to do with you personally. That's why I have that's why it's so strange to see policeman films, even today, acting like idiots in klutzes. How long can this outdated nonsense go on? I assure you, in real life, the police are a team of strongmen and close friends, always ready to lend our broad shoulders to help those in need and shield the persecuted, their mighty physique, and our true brotherhood. We're like a modern day musketeers. Maybe more time someone can make a movie that will show policemen risking their lives. The people show everyone who we really are. I know how to show my gratitude. Having a friend on the force can be a big help for any business. Great idea. We'll release the film within 2 years. Because I am not gonna. I do have a lot of movies on the way. Yeah, we start filming 2 movies. Oh yeah, hey, here's the new camera for you to use. Mm, I just can create high quality scenes. Some props. Add Wallace Calendar to the security team. Rotten Fates will receive the less experienced guy. We maxed out a 7, and the artistic rating fell a little bit. Because we do have to take time to write scripts. Rotten Fates immediately. Lighting designer accidentally broke the lead actor's favorite cup, Peter Harris. Is furious. The cup was a good luck charm, because if you do 8 acting till they find one exactly the same, but looking for a perfect copy can take a long time. There's nothing we could do, just keep looking. I'm gonna keep working on it. Anti-prohibition Anti-prohibition parade took place in Syracuse, a small city in New York State. The protest were organized by the local activists after a series of New York girls connected to mass flooding in different parts of the country. After, about 100,000 people took the streets on parade organizers. Actor Fred O'Donnell, I know him. I'm proud of this city where I was born and raised. I'm proud of the people who live here, said Fred O'Donnell, and compliment the USA Post. We organized this parade not because we are alcoholics who can't tear themselves away from the bottle. This is a protest against the lies, against the killings, the destroying of the economy of the United States. We'll win, and the perpetrators will go to prison. Alright, how much movie could they have salvaged from this? Oh! They salvaged it a slight bit. I am not putting any faith in this fucking movie. I really don't want that to compete that heavily. I know I'm gonna lose my ass on this movie if I do let it compete. I have zero faith in this movie to the point where I'm not even going to rent screenings. Alright. Since it's basically free, I'm just gonna do it that. There's no romance movies coming out. Whatever. You know what? I don't care. I'm not even gonna. I'll spend some fucking reputation on it. I don't want the movie to flop that fucking hard. I'm actually going to need to pull him out of Element Finder, and I'm going to have Cops in the City. It is going to be an action thriller? Let's go action thriller. Modern American City. We're going to have the protagonist be cop. We're going to have the antagonist be a serial killer. I could have it be Colonel Mass. Let's just have it be a serial killer. Word character be Angry Boss, be Mentor. Antagonist gets punished. Be a shootout. And heroes in uniform. I'll pause the script writing for 40 days. It's not like I'm gonna be able to use them anyway. Auxiliary film crew. There appears in the many expanded backstories of yours. See his character can just become an evil boss overnight, but because his tyrannical father kept him locked in a dark closet. Sure, why not? Let him say I was locked in a closet and now I'm evil. That's enough. Well, speaking of the conductor, Dave and Gilman learned that the train he was on from Chicago to LA is being driven by a woman. The actors, this woman have no place behind the wheel and pulled the emergency brake. The train sudden halt left 13 people hospitalized. God damn, I wish I could fire you. Yesterday, Clear said she was tired of looking at the same old LA sign. Clear is real, but don't worry, I'm not crazy. I invented her especially so I could push all of my vices onto her. An old friend of me taught this trick. He and I are, well, we have very similar hobbies. Clear, Chelsea, is it Chelsea? Yeah, it's Chelsea in my brain. Usually I get along fine, but she started screaming so loud my head nearly exploded. I'm going to start steering, wearing a blindfold. They'll teach Chelsea a lesson. Let her sit in the dark. Oh, her behavior. Could you let me for 3 months? Sure, why not? Mm. I approached Payne in a restaurant, asked her for an autograph. Must have been offended because she lost her temper and scratched his face. Checked out the guy. Turns out his nephew is a famous journalist. There's a chance the story will up on the newspaper. But, and we don't need a scandal right now, do we? Get her to apologize. Pay her, pay him the fucking under the table cash. Now, when I'm not hurting for money, I'll actually buy. Let's work on sequels. Even though I'm hurting on money, I will spend 100k to get sequels. Previously, a small distillery and some I inherited from my grandfather. Yesterday, the manager called and said there was a fire and the whole operation was lost. The vineyard, the production facility, all the equipment, even the wooden bust of Thomas Jefferson carved by my great grandfather. I need 2 months to sort out the business. Can you let me go? Sure, why not? Come back whenever you're done. But the trade of editing never stops. Eh. Actually, who's the editor or who's the writer that's available? It is the detective. Whose magic is it? I'm gonna make a detective comedy movie set in Fantasy Kingdom. The protagonist is a knight. The antagonist is an evil witch. There's a damsel in distress, a female fatale. There'll be a love triangle. Antagonist repents. Slapstick mayhem. Next writer is an action writer. Oh no, it is the romance writer. Romance, thriller. Set in an American town. Starring a working man. Games limited. Not damn. Love interests. A rival. Female fatale, just cause, I guess. Love triangle. Overcome self-doubt. Generous profanity. Lovers hate. I'm gonna leave Rotten Fates on the shop on that until I can get the good workers on that. So we brought the film back. Alright, so this is a thriller action detective movie. I don't think there's any real competition. I will set it for Halloween. It's not the best film, so I will just be in-housing everything. I was going to receive a lot more advertisement than I'm used to. Usually do it like 4 weeks before. But since this is basic, although it does flip around the effectiveness of the... Alright, editors, I need you on this case, please. In-house. Aid. Just to save a little bit of money, I'm going to delay filming until I get some more. But the only women showed crime movies. When I saw my princess in the big string I really burst to tears myself. Remarkable business you're in, isn't it? Never would have imagined. Goodwill points. Turn of favors. Okay, I don't think I'm making my fucking booty back on that movie. Oh, I might actually break even on it. Evergreen's movie producer Oscar Howell was sentenced to life imprisonment. He lured children to his country house, drugged them, uh, oofed them, and then strangled them. Police found the remains of 9 bodies in the basement of his house. All his victims were between 8 and 14 years old. On the day of announcement, protesters gathered outside the courthouse, holding up signs Hollywood killing our children. They demand the criminal be handed over to them for the people's trial. The police had intervened, and 20 people were entertained. Or detained, my brain. Lynching is not acceptable. I understand how people feel all across America, said Texas Senator Jake McGillicuddy in a commentary in USA Post that wild animals belong on the ground, not among the living. This applies to many people. All they ever think about is murder, smut, and drunkenness. Comments the Oscar Howell verdict. The U.S. Supreme Court Justice Gregory Feifel warned, "What happened to these children? Tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there's dozens, hundreds of these stories in Hollywood, but we will get it all out." My goodness. Yeah, we started at 29 audience and it's already over. Well, it is in my theaters. So it's not like I'm losing anything by running it for 4 more weeks. After 5 days heavy drinking, Homer Gibson fell out of his third floor apartment window in the sidewalk. Fortunately, he walked away with a few bruises, but not before he spent some time crawling around to the amusement of the passersby. After he was crying and calling for his mother, luckily to have it, Los Angeles Tribune reporter was passing by. The next day, everyone was talking about Gibson's wild behavior. Last week, hundreds of newspapers across country printed a column by Joe Green, a social activist from Alabama, veteran of the Great War. Green, best known for his spontaneous speech delivered 8 years ago, which he single-handedly ended racial riots in native Montgomery. In his new article, Green reflects on the recent story of the producer who turned out to be a child murderer. They returned the other cheek. Today, say a quiet prayer. Today, we're willing to believe in this is just an isolated incident. But if Hollywood continues to bring violence, tomorrow will be different. When I go to bed, I keep thinking about all the failed tasks. I can't sleep, and then when I work, I'm worried about the hard it'll be to fall asleep again because of all of this. I was too tired to pay attention and forgetful. I lost my wallet, the house keys. I almost got into an accident. This happens when I get exhausted. Can you let me go for 2 months? Sure, why not? I actually can't afford that right now. Actually, will Dirty Love break even? Oh, I'm gonna give it 4 weeks. Well, I don't have an advertising thing, so I can't do that. And I might actually be dead because of that. Apex killing stuff that feels red hot wedge being driven between my vertebrae. A howl so bad that anyone nearby will jump in fear. The doctor said I need to recuperate message and relax my nerves, get some rest. Can you give me 2 months to vacation? Sure. Have you ever met Arthur in person? Only a few actors and directors ever known heard his voice, even the ones working for it. Studio he runs Gibson, Gerstein Brothers, through defeats and assistants. He says he's like an emperor who never leaves his chambers. But last night, by surprise, he suddenly called me personally, and offered me a contract to sign. As you can imagine, he said all the kind of nasty things about our studio. The polite words use garbage dump. I don't want to leave. I like it here, but are you sure you like it here? Your loyalties to the gutter. Reward for loyalty can't come agree. We're ready to forfeit a $65,000 for early termination. Okay, let's discuss it. You get $1 for your loyalty. I can't just give him $1. You get $100 for your loyalty. But hey buddy, I know your secret. Do you really want this gone out there? cinematographer, stage, because I'm a sound stage at all. Well, that's the case, then I'm just gonna hand it to the other guy. Since you can learn, listen here, about making real movies about real people like us. Sure, will appreciate such essential cruelty, but anyone with brains left after so many etchy comedies will understand the depth of the director's vision. Stay at home, try to figure out where you bit zigzag with. Investigate the promises of the B Farmer. The movie doesn't inspire emotion, even the unusual villain. Never shit the plot cannot make the movie interesting. Now, this is the true question. Will I make money from this movie? Because that... I'm making a bit. Yesterday, my childhood friend was saved from a noose. They barely managed to revive him. Hoping to cheer him up, I suggest to travel to America together. Great Lakes, the canyons, and he expected agreed. It's been 7 years since I last saw him. Lost all the sparkle in his eyes. That's my one chance to help the guy, but our trip will take 2 months. Can you give me vacation? Yeah. Oh, I need to start working the movie. Derp. Alright, it's time to work on the movie. Ops in the city. We're going to film 8 hours a day for 7 days a week. No, 5 days a week. We're gonna add level 3 security. We're gonna also go to Harris real quick before I forget about it because he's gonna get attacked if I don't put a guard on him. I'm gonna send all of the writers onto research mode because I don't have the money to like make a bunch of new movies, so I'm just gonna have them start researching. Yeah, we're gonna take a vacation. Mayor, I need a favor. Mayor, Mayor, where are you? There's one thing I don't get. Back at home in Ireland, everyone was constantly telling me how to live. First, my fucking pa, then my teacher, then the pastor, and then the law. First chance I got to dump the slums for America. Land of the freedom. Freedom sounded like a nice change, but before I even got the chance to look around, I got and get on my feet and start earning my bread. You fucked up government banned drinking. What the fuck, right? But back in Ireland, every motherfucker I met had it made their sorority decide what I could do, I could and couldn't do. But even they never tried that shit. The right to drink is sacred. That's what freedom is about. People apparently forgot, right? Let's remind them. Everybody here loves movies, so they want people to see the movies, right? Let's show them a normal man looks to drink, guys. Two of rye after work, and felt everyone will be fine with him. He's respected at work. He got a beautiful car, maybe good business for you. I mean, and to keep it nice and fearless, say on the day of the premiere, I'll pay $300,000 as a global dresser. And sure, I know how to take care of my friends. I hear your industry's pretty fucked up. Maybe there'll be a fucking stitch that needs to get shut up, or maybe someone that needs to sniff out some dirt. So I can help all that. We'll release your film in 2 years. I don't promise good movies. Clearly, you're a businessman, not like those other fucking idiots. Spirit of freedom. The right to choose your liquor is the inalienable right of all Americans. True freedom is someone who is afraid to have a drink or two whenever he damn well feels like it. I need to get one of those writers working on that. Free man's drinks. Alright, we're gonna make this a action comedy. Modern also Americans modern American town. Protagonist is a working man. The antagonist is a heartless bureaucrat. The supporting role is a rival. Then a sidekick. The freedom of drinking. There's generous profanity, a shootout. There's a rival. And that's its chance the better knife. Let's get rid of the shootout and just do slapstick mayhem. I think about work, I feel sick, my hands shake, my legs are numb. Yesterday, I stood rooted at the spot in front of the studio gates. Didn't take another step. The guard at the entrance thought I was having a stroke. If you don't give me a vacation, I'll go crazy. I need a couple months to catch my breath. Sure, why not? I'm not gonna be a dick to people. No point to that. Mm. The problem is I need fucking advertising like next week. I think I do have to like lose the progress. If the rotten plates just flop, I think I have to restart the game. We could do without you being a killer. We got no end distribution. We barely made any money on that. Main project widely important. The possible tear eyes away from Peter Harris, even in such a mediocre film. Every person has a limited potential, and above which is nearly impossible to climb. The ceiling is lower than some, higher than others. When your employees reach their limit and no longer receive experience points. Rip. The only way to actually keep going I forgot to wish my mother a happy birthday, and last week I forgot my grandfather's name. The doctor said it's because of all this overtime, my brain will just begin to fade. If I don't rest, then instead of wages, I'll be paid in disability benefits. Could you give me 2 months? Sure. I made no money. I have a profit of negative 8 million. You nearly pay 300K a month. I am heading towards bankruptcy, but just don't improve. No, I think I have to restart because I kind of probably overbuilt and did things suboptimally. This is reminiscent the first time the game. It does feel like some things have changed a little bit to make it a little bit harder. Future references. I know I should have never built the security office in full funding. I should never have partially built it because it'll always be in use, and it's gonna be hard to ever undo that. I also, didn't grab the fucking marketeers. I literally could just hold a whole bunch of movies. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. Oopsie daisies have been and I ended up not making any money. And I also waited a whole long amount of time to not film, to build that second sound stage to find out Yeah, that soundstage doesn't work because, you know, you need to update. Or you need to have that one thing, so yeah. Anyway, next time on movie Ball Z, I will definitely probably do better. Because I do remember something like this happening the first time. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young.